former WBC World Heavyweight Champion, the Nigerian Nightmare, Samuel Peter. Reigning, defending heavyweight champion of the world, Dr. Steelhammer, Wladimir Klitschko.
Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Both of you have been world champions, let's do it.
Now will Peter try to wing away with those? He is a concussive hitter. He's only 30 still might have a bit in the tank. Wladimir Klitschko will look to do that again here. The left hand gets in there from Peter.
Yep, the legs just what.
And he's come in lighter for this fight than he did for the one 5 years ago.
Interestingly enough.
Quite a good start though by Peter. He will be dangerous, particularly, I'd say, in the first 3 rounds. Klitschko, though, whipping in a couple of good right hands, although he's had to fight his way back in some minor contests in that particular fight, and I think it's a pretty good start to this fight.
Just wobbled a little bit there when he caught him with that left hook. And that's a powerful punch.
He wants to send out a statement every time. American TV paymasters back interested in the Klitschko brothers. They haven't been showing them on HBO. Well, there's Samuel Peter. So far, it's him who's having the nightmare. So Wladimir Klitschko, Dr. Steelhammer, as he's nicknamed.
But he hasn't the speed or the ability of someone as great as Fraser.
That David Hay, or maybe Audley Harrison, just not letting Peter close enough, keeping him out of the way. Wladimir landed many, many more punches, twice as many.
Very educated, and he's boxing well here. He hurt Peter there.
These are big right-hand punches, they really are. He had to blink, really, with the pain of that. They've shaken him up. It was a low blow. Retired. Was only there for the pain. It came in and obliterated Wladimir Klitschko.
Not getting his shots off as well in this round. Klitschko.
Wladimir. Spectacular KO of Eddie Chambers. A lights out one, said the computer. And another right hand. It's the honey punch for him here. Lovely right hand again. Wladimir Klitschko. He looks more confident. To Peter, another right hand. He can't miss with that shot. He keeps on taking that. Dominant Wladimir Klitschko as we come towards the end of round 2 in 2 rounds, flooring him 4 times.
Yeah, he did that with power and speed.
Shooting out and hitting you in the face every time you try to close the range. It might be curtains for Peter.
Yeah, wild there. He's so slow now. That's his range find. It's a solid punch, but he gets the leverage from that for the right hand. Really suits him because he's so slow-footed, Peter.
61,000 in Gelsenkirchen.
But this is an aggressive start from Klitschko.
Work to his plan, and that is ring generalship and craft. Does Peter have the speed of footwork to get himself in range?
Well, it's important for Klitschko to use that jab, to get that work in, sabbing a bit of strength. When he puts them big arms on his shoulders and pushes down.
Now the right hand, 34 years of age. He could go on for a while longer yet. He can be vulnerable, but he's looked less vulnerable.
You just gotta keep working. You cannot stop. Move.
Get hit a whole lot less. That isn't going to be easy. Peter, and gave all that trouble to Wladimir Klitschko the first time they met. But there it is again, that right hand. Always though that ingredient with this one just can look a bit plodding and laborious.
Klitschko and start to get the punches off. He's trying to bob and weave, Peter, but he's not getting the punches off.
I can only tell you that later. Which is smart tactics, obviously devised with Emmanuel Stewart. Obvious ones, really. Svitali, Peter had to retire after 8 rounds that night. Once or twice he has been soporific, not so much lately.
Not to look to lean on him, just to get his hands working.
When he's been on the floor 11 times in his career, working it off the jab as he so often does. He has a way of making every fight.
He's got a good solid jab, but well, Emmanuel Stewart in the corner was calling for him to get back on the jab.
Tell you what, those eyes are closing a bit at Peter's.
Yes, the right eye starting to close.
Again, Peter tries to edge into range, gets hit with a right hand for his...
Just get the shots off now, Klitschko. Not looking for the power, but just looking to do something. That's exactly what Emmanuel Stewart wanted him to do.
Not at the moment, anyway. He's just gone into slightly more cautious mode and just can't miss him with that right hand. It's a nice short little left hook that would be ideal for him, a la Joe Louis.
He's looking for you to throw right hand. You hit it.
That's Vitali there, his brother, the WBC champion. Here's round 6. I haven't given Peter a round so far. What about you, Glenn?
I give him a share of the 4th.
He's got a home in Beverly Hills. He speaks 4 languages. He's got a PhD.
Need to get in the range and get those punches off.
Another left hook this time. To say, hasn't he, to Samuel Peter? Strangely, nothing at all to Wladimir Klitschko. The well to find the reserves of courage. Very respected referee, we should say, Robert Byrd. He just needs something to encourage him here. Samuel Peter has been telling us he still plays rugby league.
Very well. The jab works well, the straight right.
Maybe for Wladimir Klitschko now would be complacency or a moment of carelessness. Put it like that of Wladimir Klitschko, some of them on their feet. And there's a softening up process going on here as well. You just cannot... By the way, among the judges tonight...
Another solid right hand landing to the head of Peter.
But he stopped just about everybody else in recent times except Ibrahimov in New York. Because apart from them, the cupboard is a bit bare, if we're honest with you. And as you probably know by now, instead of just walking onto shots, which is what he's done most of the night here. Lovely right hand, another thudding shot, crashing home. No, there was a little word there.
Yeah, looked to bring the punch up.
Who, as we've been saying, is used to stopping his opponents now, though he didn't stop Peter the last time they met. And he's looking the worse for where he tries to get the right hand home. It's going to take a good guy to beat him. And as well as he's trained for this fight and as sharp as he's looked in sparring, actually fighting after about 8 rounds of this, whether they'll think about taking him out of here. He's been immensely brave, really.
More from him. Lost any sort of spark. He's coming in very low. Beautiful right uppercut. Met him there when he came in low, though.
One-sided.
You don't look like you want to fight tonight. All right? Walk in. No, you're not. Come on. No, you're not.
No, they're trying to lift him, and that was interesting, wasn't it? Abel Sanchez saying in the corner, "You don't look like you want to fight to me." 8th round, and it was at the end of the 8th.
It's Klitschko who's landing the booming punches.
I think that was the worst performance of his career. That was a terrible fight and an insult to Madison Square Garden. Very game.
Yeah, he's been game, but not much more. I know Peter's got his head down. But he's lent on him an awful lot.
No. Don't put.
These German-based fighters. Remember Henry Mascaru wasn't that exciting, judging by those words in the corner. That thought might be starting to cross their minds. Who does he fight? I mean, he was supposed to fight Povetkin. We'd like to see that one, I guess. Another right hand, short, clubbing right hand.
They're all hurtful. They're all taking something out of Peter. No, they really support and get behind their fighters. Big sense of occasion, you know.
I think for a while now, Samuel Peter has had to go very deep into burns from the ring ropes on the back of Wladimir Klitschko. A right hand there after the ref, just beginning to look like a fight, barring him landing one big boomerang punch.
That'll mean he'll get his punches off better.
And it looks all of that looking around.
And it's a one-sided beating. We'll see if he can do what the corner wanted and bring in a big round.
And it looks like the success story is going to carry on here as well for the IBO. Their version of the title is also at stake here. Like a fight he can't win.
Yeah.
Watch the holding, says Robert Byrd to Peter. That's the least of his problems. He's obviously blameless. Completely, says Robert Byrd. Personally, I've got every sympathy with Peter to try and find any way through he can here. He's taken a lot.
Stay out of it. Have your hands free. Work. Yes. Yeah, but I ain't gonna let you take punishment, Sam. All right?
Well, it's interesting. I'm not going to let you take punishment. So the thoughts...
You know, he doesn't like the lean and he wants him to throw the punches, and he knows he's ready to go.
It's anything like everything we've seen so far, because it could well be that Peter is pulled out by his corner.
He's going for the stoppage.
He's in a fog, I think, now, swaying around on unsteady legs.
Short right and left, and then two more.
He's tottering.
That talks live, and Klitschko up.
So painful.
Peter's corner, I think, they're coming to stop it.
I think. He's all over the place. This fight has to be stopped. Samuel Peter, surely uppercut. Down he goes. Does stop the fight without a count. For me, that should have been stopped 5-10 seconds earlier than it was. As it is, Wladimir Klitschko, totally dominant, wins again inside schedule and is still the IBF and WBO heavyweight champion of the world. Let's hope the very, very brave Samuel Peter is okay. Wladimir Klitschko, like that, is still the heavyweight champion for the IBF and WBO.